A shocking power play has surfaced in the bitter aftermath of Hollywood's most haunting divorce. Angelina Jolie has now revealed that Brad Pitt allegedly demanded she sign a sweeping NDA that would forever silence her from speaking about what really happened during their marriage. The chilling twist: Pitt reportedly made this a condition for buying back her stake in Chateau Miraval. Jolie, calling it a moral coercion, refused. Instead, she sold to a third party. Was this just a business move, or a calculated attempt to bury the past forever? In newly unsealed legal documents, Angelina Jolie alleges that Brad Pitt tried to force her into signing a non-disclosure agreement that would bar her from ever speaking about the events that led to their 2016 divorce. The demand reportedly came during negotiations over Jolie's sale of her stake in the Chateau Miraval winery in southern France. Once seen as Hollywood royalty, Jolie and Pitt's relationship unraveled publicly, following a now infamous private jet incident in 2016 that sparked investigations and ultimately led to their divorce. Since then, their custody battle has dragged on, with Miraval, their co-owned luxury winery, becoming a new war zone. Pitt has tried to reclaim Jolie's stake, while Jolie has accused him of abusive behavior, a claim he strongly denies. The NDA demand adds a chilling new chapter. According to Jolie's latest court filings, Brad Pitt's team allegedly insisted on a blanket NDA that would permanently silence Jolie from ever discussing any conduct before or during their marriage, not just business dealings. The timing right when Pitt was attempting to buy back her shares of Chateau Miraval. Jolie claims the demand came after she had already agreed to sell, making it appear less like a business requirement and more like a control tactic. She refused, stating it was an attempt to cover up the abuse she had endured. Feeling morally violated, Jolie walked away from the negotiation and sold her shares to Tenute del Mondo, a subsidiary of the Stoli Group, triggering a separate lawsuit from Pitt, who accused her of breaching their agreement. This explosive revelation reframes the winery battle as not just financial, but deeply personal and protective. Social media erupted within hours of the documents going public. Fans of Jolie applauded her refusal, calling it the ultimate stand against silencing survivors. Others questioned Pitt's motives, wondering why he would tie a business deal to such a far-reaching NDA. Celebrities and influencers began posting cryptic messages about coercion in plain sight, while legal analysts on talk shows debated whether the NDA request was even enforceable. Major outlets like Variety and The Guardian ran headline stories, many framing the incident as a chilling power struggle rather than a mere property dispute. The phrase "moral coercion" quickly began trending across platforms, becoming a rallying cry among women's rights advocates. The revelation has reignited scrutiny over Brad Pitt's public image, especially as he continues to position himself as a visionary entrepreneur and family man. The lawsuit over Miraval remains unresolved, but the moral weight of the NDA controversy could prove more damaging than any legal verdict. Jolie's refusal has amplified support for transparency in celebrity legal disputes, especially those entangled with allegations of abuse. On social media, Pitt has faced growing calls for accountability, with fans and critics urging brands and studios to reevaluate their partnerships. Meanwhile, Jolie is being hailed as someone who chose integrity over money, a narrative that could shift public opinion in a long-divided fan base. So now the world is left wondering, was this simply a failed business deal wrapped in emotion, or a disturbing attempt to legally erase an entire chapter of pain? In Hollywood, silence is golden. But at what cost, and for whose protection?